Hi, this is Sidney. So, the message that I wanted to share with you today is about how not to judge our emotions, how to accept our emotions, and what that really means and the impact it has on you. Something that I encounter almost every single time with all my clients that I'm working with, and also with myself as well, and people around me. We have learned to judge emotions, meaning judge what is good emotion and what is bad emotion. And we have learned shame based on the response we got when we were little growing up. When we expressed how we really felt, we were ashamed, we were unheard, we were unseen, we felt rejected, abandoned. So we learned all kinds of things where we've been judged that that's not something good. We learn this from experiences, and something that we want to unlearn, we want to relearn is this. Society rewards us for expressing happiness, joy, excitement, passion, inspiration, and if you do, you're being seen as a good person. But if you don't, then there's something wrong, or you're not as a valuable person as opposed to the other one. What a lot of us go through is that we haven't really learned how to communicate or express our negative emotions. First of all, we want to understand and have this awareness that all emotions are valid. All emotions have a purpose, it serves a purpose for you. But the idea that we inherited, we were conditioned and programmed from society, is that certain emotions are good and certain emotions are bad. And so they encouraged us to actively express, communicate so called positive emotions. And we were judged and shamed or denied if we expressed so called negative emotions. Happiness, joy, excitement, gratitude, and all these things are considered positive, and we are encouraged to express these emotions. And when we do, we are highly praised, we are highly validated, we are looked up to. If we express anger, if we express sadness, depression, anxiety, well, we feel like we are naked in front of a public. Why is that? Because we learned shame. You're not supposed to express those emotions. It's not good. It's not good that others know that you are feeling depressed, you're feeling sad, you're feeling angry. So, what do? We are worried about expressing how we really feel. So, we pretend. Or we deny our own emotions, or we justify how we feel. For instance, a lot of the times I hear working with my clients, I feel empty, I feel unhappy at work, and blah, blah, blah. But that's what everyone's like, right? Everyone's having a hard time, they have challenges. So, well, I think this is not that important. And then they start talking and talking and talking. I pick up on that, right? Why do you think it's trivial? Why do you think it's unimportant? Why do you compare how you feel with others and trying to justify? So that's what a lot of us are doing in actuality. We constantly deny how we feel. And that's what I mean by accepting how you feel as it is. Meaning, oh, this is how I feel. I'm feeling sad right now. I'm angry right now. I feel unheard right now. I feel rejected right now. Another times what happens is that client has a lot of mental activation, very highly intellectual, but it tends to go to the mind very quickly. So what ends up happening is, well, that's so sad, but then what do you mean sad? I ask. And then they will explain or defend or try to justify. No, 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 actually, that was a wrong word. I didn't mean sad. I don't feel sad. So that's not what I meant. And blah, 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 blah. And then I ask another question. I pick up on it. And then they're like, no, 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 that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. And then they start to feel a little bit of tension and frustration there because they're trying to prove to me that they're not identified with or associated with that feeling, because immediately there's an assumption feeling sad is not good and they defend against that, who they are or where they are. Well, I said lonely, but that didn't mean that I was feeling lonely. Blah, 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 blah. Then I ask, and then no, 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 and then the blah, 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 blah. So there's constant justification within the self. So we separate and divide ourselves when we deny how we feel. It's a form of self-betrayal. We betray who we are at our core. It's like a play, put on a different face than how you really feel inside, who you really are inside. And so it creates a lot of inner conflict and confusion, but there's a lot of anxiety, stress, anger, resentment because it's not released. It's not communicated, meaning it's not processed, digested within you. And we have to learn to how to digest all emotions, not just positive, and ditch the negative. So that's something important that we really want to be aware. What kind of emotions am I judging? Do I feel that if I express this, they're gonna get worried, so I didn't? Well, why do you assume that it's going to create worry? And why do you assume that worrying is bad? Right? Why do you also assume that you are responsible for how they feel? That's not already happened. Right? So we hold on, we hide, we lie, and then we please. So on the surface, everything looks peaceful, but on the inside, there's dishonesty, disharmony there, another conflict. And so you really want to think about what it means to be authentic. Do you really want to have relationships that are based on honesty, authenticity within yourself so you can do that with others? Or are you always afraid of conflicts or worried that if you really express how you feel, that person might not like you, reject you, abandon you, right? You really want to think about this. So it's something that I really wanted to share because it's coming up with almost every person that I worked with in the past, also within myself as well, because in society we are heavily programmed. Our parents' parents. So it's a generational thing. And you want to be the one who cut this cord. And so it's important for us to be aware of that and what emotions are and what their purpose is, not to judge, accept it within ourselves first. So I'm going to end it here today. And if you have any questions related to this topic, you can always leave a comment down below. If you're interested in learning more about my online offerings, you can check that out on my website. Visit sidneycha.com. That is SIDNEYCHA.com. I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.